solar eclipse with my cousin, and we got to be like right on the center
I feel
line,
like
so we had like
if there is an insect crawling on it, it may be slightly less repellent than you want it to be.
And my favorite thing about the eclipse was that the temperature, all the temperature dropped about 10 degrees. It was like instant air conditioning. Like air conditioning doesn't work as fast.
Howdy everybody, we are at episode 21 and we have made our way back to Mountain Crossings. We're staying in the hostel tonight, and so that I can get out good and early in the morning. This is where we left off. We came down from Blood Mountain just a week and a half ago. So now we're getting back on and got to finish up the last 23 in Georgia, and then we're gonna bump up to the Smokies so that we can hike together for a bunch of days while Dan's got vacation time, and then we'll see how we decide to flip-flop from there. We may stay right here. As you can see, there's the white blaze on the building because this is the one building on the AT, but the AT goes right through. Sometimes at Mountain Crossings they have a fire. They do that right back there, right there. And the hostel has 2 hiker boxes, one for food, one for gear. And up there, that is where the Outfitters is, and they have all kinds of fantastic stuff. They have several porta potties there, and this one right here has a bunch of hornets living right underneath it, so pick a different one if you're gonna go to the porta johns here at Mountain Crossing. Dude, we gotta go up there and look at that view.
Okay.
Because it looks like it's gonna be good. So these guys close at 5. If you want to stay here, you gotta get here before 5. Around there. Oh goodness. People in a hurry. Hi. Hi. Try and get by one of these signs over here. Hello. Maybe. Can't get the creative drying. It's not the only shoe tree, but it's probably the best known shoe tree because this is where people throw their shoes when they decide they've given up. But lots of these shoes are pretty falled apart. Some less so. Some seem like they're in pretty decent condition, but people get about done with them anyway. And get them. Now this one, see if I can give you this. This is a pretty good one. There's no shoe left in that shoe. Yeah, it looks like it's made out of like a broken crib or something, and some other bits and pieces. Irresponsible, gum chewing, yuck. This guy just scared the bejesus out of me.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Oh, good old rat snake.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I went, whoa! And I almost snapped right on its face. Scared the bejesus out of me. That's the first time I've seen an actual snake out here. It's so big. It's a rat snake, according to them. Okay, it is morning, well into the morning. I waited for mountain crossings to open so that I could try to get some inserts for my new shoes. I did not get said inserts because they were pushing into my arches too much. Also, I did get a new buff, bright yellow, because you know how I like that. Looks like the people who camped up top are still just getting done. And we're off to Hogpen Gap from Neel Gap. So it's a little under 7 miles, I think, 6.7 to get there. And we'll see how I'm doing. I'll show you something. I am wearing a backpack, but you can't see it because it's just a tiny backpack that comes inside my Gregory bag. It's a Diva, my Gregory Diva backpack, day pack. It's carrying water, medicine, toilet paper, pretty much nothing else. So I have just the bare essentials for what I need today. And Dan's gonna meet me in 7 miles. Come up the hill just a piece, and there's this. So I guess that means we're officially in the Chattahoochee Oconee National Forest. Can't read any of that because mold, but I can see where we are. I wish you could see what I can see over there. The camera, it all just looks white. You can sort of see it. Huh. Not quite half a mile up from Neel's Gap, there is a camp set up. You can fit 1, 2, I don't know, quite a few tents and hammocks in here. And maybe right time of year, there's also a pretty view off that way. I think I'm coming up on Bull Gap, and there is like a fantastic, just whole big flat area here. Lots of camping room, 2 fire pits. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Pretty nice. Man, it feels amazing to be back on trail again. I've been off for like almost 2 weeks. And I thought, man, this is gonna suck so bad. It's really helpful that I don't have a pack on right now. I'm able to move at a pretty good clip. I'm going almost 2 miles an hour. And the almost mostly because I'm stopping to take pictures and stuff. So that's the only thing that's slowing me down. But it is really nice to be back on trail. It's nice to be back with trail people. And I don't know, there's something really ethereal and wonderful about Georgia on rainy days. I really love it. It's always going to hold a special place in my heart, I think. Take you with me so you can see some of this trail while I'm on a little bit of flat ground. I'm at the top of some peak. I forget the name of it. It's the first peak after Neel's Gap. And so there's a little bit of flatland here. Give me a chance to chat with you. So Neel's Gap, you can stay at the hostel, but only at one night consecutively. They do that to keep the hostel protected, mostly I think, and make sure it's available for new people coming through. They don't have laundry, but they do have a shower, and they've got the bathroom, toilet paper, shampoo, conditioner, hand sanitizer, things like that. They've got bean bags and movies, and the bunks aren't too uncomfortable. They're more comfortable than the bunks at the NOC. So, ooh, dang, that's a big tree. It looks like it's reaching out its arms for a hug. Anyway, the people there are all pretty nice. They tried to help me with, with getting inserts. They did help me to get a lighter tent. They're just pretty amazing, and they have pretty much anything you need in this store, which is handy. All right, looks like we're going down now, so I'm gonna need both hands on trekking poles so I don't break a leg. See you later. I guess it's called Levelland Mountain. And according to Guthook, I'm not quite at the peak. But this right here looks rather peaky. There's lots of sun, or in this case, bright light. So it's kind of how peaks do. Also big rocks. These tend to be on the peaks. We like to sit there and take lunch breaks and stuff. Gotta watch for snakes. Snakes really like to hide in these rocks as well. Alright. Where's the trail? Looks like it's over here. You can see that if it was raining, I would be walking down a literal waterfall. There's still some amount of waterfall going down from here. It's pretty slick. And if I had open view, this would be so gorgeous. Found one. Look at that. Pretty sweet. That's the trail. It's a river. Okay, this is Swaim Gap, I believe. And it's just basically a couple tent sites. It's a flat area. There's a little trail that goes that way. Don't mistake it. The actual trail is straight ahead. And yeah, just a nice place to camp, I guess. I don't know why this makes me feel so happy. I know it would make so many people feel so miserable, but I'm really enjoying this right now. Cool breeze, rain falling down. Yeah, the poncho is a little bit annoying because it kind of gets in your face. If you tighten it, it still gets in your eyes. But overall, this is awesome and foggy and beautiful, and I like it. Found another pretty place to camp with cool views. Views are socked in right now, but I bet it's pretty when it's not so rainy. So I've got 0.2 miles to the top of this, I believe it's called Wolf Laurel Mountain, and there's supposed to be a view at the top, but you're supposed to stay off of the view because there's copperheads underneath it. So 0.2 miles, 200 feet up, so 100 feet of every 1/10 of a mile, and then maybe some snakes and a view. We'll see. I found the view. I'm not sure which rock is supposed to have the copperheads, but I'm going to avoid all of them. Whew. There's a rock there. There's a rock right behind me. And I don't see the copperheads, but that doesn't mean they're not hiding in there. So I'm just gonna steer clear of all the rocks. But there's a nice campsite here. And yeah, the view is gorgeous. So I seem to have come to Baggs Creek Gap, which is a nice little camping area where I'm going to take a quick break. Woo-wee. Found another view. This view is brought to you by Green Cliff Top. I can never get the view in and me at the same time for some reason. Let's see if I can... There. Oh, well. Anyway, Green Cliff Top. Got another 2 miles to go before I get to Hogpen, and then I will be done for the day, I think. So probably around 2:30 in the afternoon. So slack packing has made a difference in my time, because I'll have done all of this in 5 hours instead of a mile an hour. So still like going slow, taking pictures, doing all of that, but it's still, I'm making better time. Anyway, I got a little more climbing to do because there's slightly more elevation to this thing before I start going down again. Here's another view, almost to the top of Cow Rock Mountain. Dang, that's a pretty nice one, actually. This view is tremendous. Look at those clouds rolling in. A little bit closer here to the edge. Whew. Wow. This isn't the whole reason I do it, but it certainly is a reward after you've done a lot of ups and downs and stuff. This cloud's coming over to eat us. Wom nom nom nom. It's stealing the view. Stop it. Don't steal the view. Dang. Oh well. At least I got to see it. This is the official top of Cow Rock, but clouds are closing in, so it's kind of eating the view over here. You can see they've got the blazes right on the rocks, so I don't know how people know where to go in the winter when they do that. Dang. Gotta see this. There's some crazy stuff going on here. Here I am up here and I gotta get down there. Do this. Okie dokie. Here I go. Who's a badass? I'm a badass. Yeah, buddy. Anybody know what this stuff is? It's pretty, but it's definitely choking out the plants down here. Almost a Tesnatee Gap, and I've got this. Nice. Looked on Gut Hooks. I've got Wildcat Mountain left to climb. There is 1 mile left to climb, and it looks like there's 600 feet up and then some down. Not the worst thing I've climbed, But definitely I'm gonna be glad I'm slack packing. So that it will be slightly less difficult. Somebody on Gut Hooks posted my number 2 hardest climb in Georgia. So we'll see. I've had some pretty tough climbs in Georgia. But Tesnity does not cross this road. It, I think, just goes down and back that way. But if you look at this road going up, I don't know if you can tell that it's going up, but I can tell that it's going up. It's going to be pretty steep. So that blaze over there, that's where I just came from. And there's a blaze here. And hopefully there's a trail connected to this. Oh yeah, alright. Awesome. Back to it. And this is Tesnity Gap. Just watched a giant branch limb, I don't know, fall off a tree over here. So now I'm checking to see if anything made it fall. Big critter or something. I don't see anybody. Dang, that was big. I hope one of those doesn't fall on me. Whew, that would suck. Very steep here. That's straight ahead. That's the trail. That's the trail. Not as crazy as Albert Mountain, but I'm definitely getting a workout. All hail. Whew. It looks like we're coming up on it. Ooh, another good one. Dang. I know I say dang a lot when I'm looking at these views, but dang. And at the moment, there's no low clouds trying to eat this view. So that's a bonus. Holy cow. So I'm about half a mile from Hogpen. This is I think the last view that I'll see. We gotta go up just a little more and then back down to the rest of the half mile. And then that's, I think, where we're going to start tomorrow so that I can dry out my feet a bit. I got to Whitley Gap Shelter, at least the trail that gets to it, but it's 1.2 miles away, so we're definitely not staying there because I just don't want to hike that extra. That blue blaze means that there is water that way as well, which we're also not going to be needing because we're going to the car. This is my correct way, straight down. So for about, I don't know, just like 0.3, I've got 250, 300 to climb down feet. So pretty much relatively steep, the same relatively steep angles I was going up. I'm going to now go down, and then I'll be done for the day, theoretically. Except just to find camp. Pretty sure this Raven Cliffs Wilderness started where I started today, and it seems to be ending where I'm ending. In case you didn't remember, Hogpen Gap, we did trail magic on, and it's on a relatively busy highway. I believe that day there was a motorcycle going up and down, practicing, I don't know, going up and down, I don't know, whatever motorcycles do. And so here I am coming up on it. I guess somewhere down here must be where, oh, there's water source. Must be where Tracker slept that night. Because I think I heard tell he slept at Hogpen, but he didn't sleep on the side we did, and he was there the same night. So I'm thinking it was over here. Interesting. not super camping from what I can tell. It's right on the bloody road. But maybe he hiked down closer to the water, I don't know. And here we are, back to Hogpen Gap, where Hubsand is doing trail magic for me. Yay! Okay, so Hogpen Gap is at 38.2. And if I want to go to a shelter tomorrow and not just 4-mile hike, I'm going to have to do a 12-mile hike to mile 50.1 to here. But the shelter seems nice enough. Hopefully the getting to the shelter is not too bad. Apparently people are saying get your water before you get to the shelter, but it looks like there's tons of places to do that throughout this. Also, the elevation is going to be really easy, so 12 miles should not actually be that bad. I should be able to get there. Looks like the only, I mean, it's all within short climbs, nothing too serious, from what I can see for that whole day. So it's going to be a really nice 12 miles, is what I'm thinking. So that's what I think we will do. And Maven may come up from Unicoi and hike back to the shelter the 2 miles or whatever it is, 50.1 to 52.5, so it's less than 2 miles. So probably he'll come back and hike into the shelter to camp with us on this day, but I won't be able to slack pack just in case. I'm gonna have to bring my pack the whole time, but it looks like that's gonna not be that bad. Like there's a little bit, you can see where the elevation change goes down here, and those downs sometimes are hard going down toward Low Gap. But honestly, I think it's gonna be pretty decent day. It's the next day that's gonna be a little rough, going way down, way up, and then way down. It's not very many miles though, so it shouldn't take too long. So yeah, I think that's the plan for tomorrow. We are in Blairsville now, and I'm gonna go get myself some coffee, I think.